Howdy all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome to another episode of my Let's Play of Transport Fever 2 Free Mode Edition. In the previous episode, we expanded the rail line to reach the towns of Grand Valley and Kingsburg, as well as getting our first express train in active service, using 440 American, the Washington, to be in charge of hauling this special train. And in this episode, we're going to continue on with expanding our railroad empire, basically reach a couple more industries, as well as transport some more commodities to make more money, as well as transporting more passengers, of course. Now, let's see. I believe the next industries we should serve is the food industry. There's a coffee processing plant and a beet packing plant near Pine Valley. These two industries could basically be very profitable. So let's start off there. We'll extend the track this way, make it a 75-degree curve, raise it up, do it like this as well. Oh, we even have a fruit juice factory open up near Cedar Point. We'll do it like this, and then extend the track to connect to this. We can just give it to a nice, even 50-ish miles an hour. Do that. We'll just get it as close as we can to the water's edge, put it as an embankment, and then we'll build a bridge over this. Let's see, 2 supports on one side, and 2 supports on this side. There we go. We'll basically make a steel... Actually, we'll probably do a steel girder bridge over this. We'll make this into an embankment again. And then, let's see. We'll make another steel girder bridge with 1 support in the middle, no less. And turn this into an embankment. And basically extend into the nearby hill. With that in mind, we'll also basically extend the track to the right a bit. 60 miles an hour is pretty good, because trains are only going to get much more faster as years go on. And we'll extend the track downwards, gently of course. That, and extend the curves this way. Do the same this way. We'll go like this. Curve to the left again, but make this into an embankment. And then we'll need to connect this this coffee roasting facility to the main line. We'll make a 360-meter track, terminal cargo station, and basically place it as close as we can to here. And then build a roadway from there to connect this. And then basically do that and that. Go up a bit, and then turn on the slip switch so trains can easily enter and exit the tracks leading to the coffee roasting facility. And we'll place down a 3-track terminal freight station here at the meat packing plant, and reserve 2 tracks for bringing in fish and livestock, and reserving the other track to basically bring the meat out. We'll basically curve it to the left a little. That is, if we can, without basically requiring a bridge. And looks good. Brush size, strength, and basically get the ground nice and even. Let's see. We'll then basically extend the track straight over the main line here. also extend the track in this direction. Let's see if we can get it to a nice flat piece. I think I'll have to basically do it like this, I suppose. Do it like that. Do that, and then curve it to the left a bit. Alright. After doing that, we should also extend the track out just a tiny bit straight, and then place down another track to allow trains to exit the main line and head towards the fishery. Which is going to be this, and extend the tracks through this tunnel. Well, actually, let's see. Do it like that, and then extend the track into the mountainside. Ooh, $546,000. But thankfully, though, all my vehicles have been making a bit of a profit, so it shouldn't be too long until I earn enough money to basically pay everything off. Let's see. Where's the nearest train that's going to make another big profit? Well, the water has already been delivered. The factories are still producing the commodities. One train has already left with a load of bottled alcoholic drinks. Makes me wonder when the next... I still need to basically earn a little more money. Well, at least my ship carrying copper ore is still making a pretty good amount of money. Let's see. Come on, this shouldn't be too long before I can basically earn enough money again. Well, at least, however, my horse-drawn carriages are delivering passengers to the station at Grand Valley, as well as those in Kingsburg. Guess it will be a tiny bit longer until we finally earn enough money to finish laying down that concrete. Alright, now we have enough to basically finish the tunnel's construction. Now, all we need to do is basically connect to this coffee farm nearby and deliver coffee berries to the roasting facility. We'll make the curve about 50 miles an hour and build a straight track over the main road. We'll do it like this, and then, let's see, I need a maximum of 40 miles an hour on these curves. And then do that, and do this. That should do it. Extend, and then reconnect here at this switch. Alright. That in mind, we'll make it 70 miles an hour to the left. We'll pass by the copper smelting plant. And turn this into this. I'll need to place down this industry here. We'll place down a station here next to the coffee bean plantation, and then basically extend this track, go over the main crossing, and then connect it here again. Alright, that should do it. We'll also delete, well, actually smooth the land over to make it a little more smoother. With that being said and done, now with all the new tracks in place, we could at least get started on transporting some commodities around. Oh, I actually didn't even connect the meatpacking plant to the main line. Alright, we'll do it like this, extend it out a tiny bit, and then the trains will just curve down towards the facility this way. Do it like this. There we go. That'll do it. Add a double slip switch. And now we can finally get started on placing down signals. Do this and this. This and that. Just gotta make sure. Do that. This. We'll basically also smooth this land out to make it a little more pretty, as well as around here in the middle. And that should basically do it for the track work in this region. Once all the signals are in place, then we'll buy some trains to transport the loads of coffee, beans, and fish to their respective industries. Then we could basically eventually transport meat and coffee beans to a nearby cannery. Oh, and a gold products factory has just opened up. Let's see. Crossover is signaled up. Tracks will continue going right. Continue placing out signals along this new section of track. Place some signals here, and place a signal there. And that should basically do it. Now, oh, I actually forgotten to basically place down some signals for the new track that I built. Because of the signal's position here, I'll have to get rid of that and place down a different type. There we go. I'll also do that, and place the signals here. Place down the signals on this section of track as well. Now, I believe once color light signals are introduced, I think we'll slowly start replacing the aging semaphores with those color lights, especially on those that lead to junctions. Alright, tracks are all set up and signaled. Now we can get started on transporting the new commodities. We'll pick up coffee berries at the farm and brought down to the whiskey, coffee, bean, roasting facility. And then the lives and the fish brought down to the Pine Valley meat packing plant. Since this is going to be carrying farm products again, this is going to be known as Train C1. And this is, well, actually, it's going to be B2, and this is going to be farm products. And this is going to be coffee berries. And as for fish, pick up at Blue Water City. Well, oh, I didn't even set the slip switch here yet. And I'm not making this better be renamed from Blue Water City to Riverside Fishery. This will be known as Freight Train C1, and this will be basically animal products, which is going to be fish. Blue, load full any 10 minutes. Now, we need to get some locomotives. So, since we're carrying coffee berries as well as fish, we'll be using refrigerated cars, but we'll be using these 460 10-wheelers. Speaking of which, do I already have one already in use? Yes, number 62. So we'll take number 71 and add a couple of these Tiffany Clistery refrigeration cars. And both of these trains will carry about 500 units each of fish and coffee berries. We'll add a caboose on the rear end, but we'll need $62 million to buy these new pieces of equipment. Although we didn't make a profit back in between April and July of 1881, nor in, let me think, June, between July, as well as from July to August of 1881, we're still making a profit somewhat. As long as my vehicles are making a profit, at least once a year, I'll be okay with it. We'll also get number 59, and number 71 will be used on the train to pick up the coffee berries, and this one will be used to pick up the loads of fish. That being said, now we're entering the year 1882. Got a long way to go before our company basically reaches the present day. But it's the experience that's going to basically make it all great. So we'll basically see the world change entirely depending on the era that we're in. One more thing is that we should at least try to bring in the coffee beans and meat to this cannery for now, and then later deliver loads of aluminum to be processed into canned food, canned meat and canned, hang on a minute. Oh. Train 1 and Train 5 are stuck because they both need these tracks. Thankfully, though, if I go to Managed Line, I can choose on which platform the train will go. So I set it as platform terminal track 4 as an emergency, just in case. So once that train is out, once the other local train is out of the station, at least this train will be able to enter it. And not to mention, I think my vehicles need a bit of cleaning up, because some of the conditions are starting to really wear down. Speaking of which, since 1882, let's have a look. Alright, every single vehicle, except for the 2 new trains, have actually made a profit. That's pretty good. Anyway, let's get back to basically building this. We'll place the food processing plant not too far from the main line, and just deliver coffee beans and meat there for now, and eventually expand into other particular commodities that it's needed. Also, since this is actually going to be very useful, because the town of Greenwood requires food, and we could at least get some of the food made from that cannery. Though, we'll have to basically pick up bauxite from this mine located around Shineston and bring it down here to be processed, and then bring those bars of aluminum to the cannery. We might actually make that a priority in the next episode. But for now, we need to at least expand the company a bit, as well as get some new vehicles and make some new products. We'll connect this here, and then connect it here, and then basically extend down towards the ground again, and make the track flat. We'll curve it to the left. We'll pass by the road. Go this way. And finally, basically, we'll need to remove this road so we can have road vehicles go under the track instead of over it. Well, have the road go over the track via a bridge, as we already have a crossing. Let's see, we'll place a girder bridge over this. Let's see. It looks a little too narrow. I'll just raise it up a bit, and then just change it to a stone bridge instead. Still doesn't look too... That doesn't look too good either. This girder bridge is the only one I could use. We'll then make an embankment on one side, get rid of this road, and then connect it down here, and make it an embankment as well. We'll also embank the track to make it a little more smoother and fit with the terrain. And finally, we'll basically extend the track out a tiny bit, add a straight track, and then connect to this. Now we have a cannery connected to our railroad network, and we can now eventually start transporting loads of meat and coffee beans to be processed, which will basically happen in the next episode. So, if you enjoy this episode of my Let's Play Transport Fever 2, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. The Texas Gaming Industries for new video uploads every Friday or Saturday, depending on my outside schedule. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!